hundreds of thousands of Americans losing their pensions or about to lose them.
My name is Carol Jones.
Ernest Fry.
Cindy Grimley.
Steve Magnetta.
My name is Jim Dusa.
Jan Casher.
Thomas McLean.
Ron White.
My name is Tom Brady, B-R-A-D-Y, not the quarterback.
Honest Americans who worked for a living decade after decade.
I started paying into the Central States Pension Fund in June of 1970.
I've retired from the Teamsters. I was there for 35 years.
32 years actually in the trucking industry.
I hired into Roadway Express in 1978.
I drove a truck for 30-some years.
I've been a Teamster member for 54 years.
50-year Teamster this year.
I retired with 30 years in the pension.
I joined the union in 1959.
Somewhere around 2003, they went out of business and 5,000 people lost their jobs. I was able to land on my feet due to Central States pension.
Every time an employer would go out of business, move, or whatever the situation was, I found another Teamster job that paid into the Central States pension.
Never had any unemployment checks, no workman's comp, just always did my job. Always figured that at the end of the road, we would have a pension.
I'm single and I have no children, no family, and I've always prided myself on taking care of myself.
Expected to retire and be able to enjoy my wife of 43 years that I lost in 2005.
I came from the mountains of East Tennessee, so I know what a hard life is like. And I'm used to hard work. I don't think most people realize what a truck driver's life is like. You're not home on holidays, Easter, Thanksgiving, New Year's. You were probably on the road.
I retired in 1998, and when you retire, this is it. What you get is what you live on.
Now they're saying if this Butch Lewis Act doesn't get through, in a few years, we'll have no pension.
Their retirement security careens out of their control through no fault of their own.
Once you retired, you had side effects. I've now had 12 skeletal surgeries. And if Central States folds, no one will hire me. I'm no longer an asset, I'm a liability.
Losing half my pension or any portion of the pension is really going to put me in dire straits because I won't be able to afford to take care of myself, and I have no one to take care of me.
I just turned 75 years old. What can I do? I figured on being self-sufficient and having my home and everything paid for where I could help my children, grandchildren, which we do, like all of us do.
These cuts impact more than just the individual who earned the pension.
It affects your children, your grandchildren.
I've got 6 grandchildren, 7 great-grandchildren.
I'm just afraid we won't be able to help the children.
I've got a disabled daughter. I pay probably 60% of her upkeep.
It's going to be devastating to me because I live alone and I try to help my family.
Medicare goes up every year. Your prescription drug costs go up every year. My wife and I both have some health issues.
I've had medical problems that have arisen these last few years, and I've literally refused to take medicine because it costs $500 a month. I can't afford it.
You won't be able to enjoy the things in life that you worked your whole life for to enjoy. Helping the others, helping your loved ones.
I make a strong appeal on behalf of over 1 million workers across this country who so justly earned the pension benefits that they deserve.
I've never done anything political like this in my life.
And this is not a bailout. This is not a handout. This stuff we earned.
If this Butch Lewis Act does not come through and help us, I'm subject to lose my home that I've worked for 50 years for.
We're broken down plow horses. The Butch Lewis Act is our savior.
Thanks to Marcy and Mike and them, it looks like it has a real good chance.
Marcy Kaptur has dug her toes in on this. You got to remember, we're not just Democrats. There's Democrats, Republicans, truckers aren't just Democrats.
That's all I've got to say, but please, please support the Butch Lewis Act of 2017. Thank you.